Nana, you can continue, Nana.
Okay.
Sorry about the interruption. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः दैवासुरसम्पद्विभागयोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानं दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम् अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः त्यागशान्तिरपैशुनम् दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वं माधवं ह्रीरचापलम् तेज क्षमा धृतिः शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत दम्भो दर्पोऽभिमानश्च क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातश्च पार्थसम्पदमासुरीं दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय निबन्धायासुरीमता माशु च सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव द्वौ भूतसर्गौ लोकेऽस्मिन् दैव आसुर एव च दैवो विस्तरश प्रोक्तः आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुराः न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते असत्यमप्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम् अपरस्परसम्भूतं किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम् एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानो अल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो अहिताः काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहात् गृहीत्वा असद्ग्रहान् प्रवर्तन्ते अशुचिव्रताः चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्तामुपाश्रिताः कामोपभोगपरमाः एतावदिति निश्चिताः आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्धसञ्चयान् इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असौ मया हतः शत्रुः हनिष्ये चापरानपि ईश्वरोऽहम् अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखे आढ्योऽभिजनवानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्षे दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ता कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरके अशुचौ आत्मसम्भाविता स्तब्धाः धनमानमदान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेन विधिपूर्वकम् अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रिताः मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः तानहं द्विषतः क्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपां यजस्रमशुभान् आसुरीष्वेव योनिषु आसुरीं योनिमापन्नाः मूढा जन्मनि जन्मनि माम् अप्राप्यैव कौन्तेय ततो यान्त्यधमां गतिम् त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत् एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय तमोद्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयः ततो याति परां गतिम् yashastra vidhimrutrujya vartate kamakarataha na sasiddhimavapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Can you please go to the 11th verse?
Yeah, just a minute, Nanaji. Give me 2 minutes. Huh?
Yeah. Slightly reduce the magnification. Yeah, that's good. That's wonderful. Thank you. Any doubts from yesterday's discussions? Yesterday, one lady asked whether these asura gunas are acquired or people are born with them. I think she may have missed listening to the 6th sloka of this chapter. The 6th sloka says, Dvau bhuta sargau lokesmin daiva asura evacha daivo vistarasya proktaha asuram padhameshruno. Dvau bhuta sargau lokesmin asmin loke. There are two types of sargau, people who are created. One is daivaha, the other one is asuraha. These people who are born at that time, they have this propensity because driven by either raga, dvesha and tamasa gunas put together or sattva guna alone. Sattva guna alone will lead you to be born with daiva sampatti, whereas rajo guna and tamo guna, if you have in abundance, then you will be born with asuri gunas, asura gunaha. Okay. Now 11th verse is chintama parimeyamcha pralayantam upashritaha kamopabhoga paramaha etavaditi nischitaha. I think 11th and 12th verses are kind of a couplet. Can you go to the 12th verse also? Yeah. Asha pasha shatair baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogadham anyaye nadha sanchayan. I will run through the Tatparya first, then we will go to Pratipadarthas. Those committed to immeasurable concern until death. What kind of a concern until death? See, they have been planning a lot of ill to others, lot of cruelty they have been planning to everybody else, and their plans, they keep on tormenting them when they go to bed. And the chintama parimeyamcha pralayantam upashritaha, that is 11th verse. Okay, committed to immeasurable concern until death. Because of that kind of a thought, they will not be able to sleep nicely, and till they are dead and gone, they will entertain those kind of evil thoughts only, intent upon enjoyment of objects of desire. And these objects of desire, they are very keen on obtaining at the cost of even the death of others. Intent upon enjoying objects of desire, having concluded, thus, what? Life is this much only. Life is only for enjoyment. Committed to desire and anger, I will fulfill my desires and I will give in to my anger and frighten everybody, and bound by hundreds of fetters of hope, asha pasha shatair baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogardham anyaye narda sanchayan, bound by hundreds of fetters of hope, asha pasha shataihi. It's not one desire that they entertain. They will have millions of desires. And Asha Pasha Shataihi Baddaihi, hundreds of Pashas. Pashas means the binding influences of the desire that you have entertained. The desires you have got, they are many, many. And every desire will bind you. Pasha. Pasha is a kind of a binding influence. Asha Pasha Shatair Baddaha Kamakrodha Parayanaha. And they consider Kama, that is the desire for objects, and Krodha, exhibiting anger and frightening everybody else, and getting his things done, even at the elimination of a host of people. They do not mind. Engage themselves in the accumulation of wealth illegitimately for the enjoyment of objects of desire. That is how they behave. Present day, all of us may have been seeing movies, and almost all our movies are riddled with a lot of violence, is it not? And there will always be a villain, and there will be a hero. The villainous persons, they conform to all these qualities. Chintama parimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha kamopabhoga paramaha etavaditi nishchitaha. This is how it should be. I will conduct my life like this only, and I do not mind people getting frustrated, people getting even eliminated. That is how. Now go to the 11th verse, please. We will go through the Pratipadarthas. Yeah, that's good. Aparimeyam, immeasurable. Immeasurable means it is a kind of infinite. What is infinite? Their chinta, their worries. Chinta means worry here. And they are worried about what? Worried about how to plan to eliminate that other fellow who is likely to be my competitor and who is likely to be annexing my estate and things like that. Immeasurable. Chintam, pralaya antam cha, until their death. Chintam, the concern. Concern is, this is riddled with some kind of a painful thinking. Chintam, aparimeyam cha, upashritaha, those who are committed to that, they will not leave that. Even though the chinta is painful to him, he will not leave that, because his propensity is to hurt others. And his propensity is not to worry about taking the lives of even people. That kind of a thing. Chintam aparimeyam cha, pralayantam upashritaha, kama upabhoga paramaha, and they are wedded to fulfilling their objects of desire. They'll have to get fulfilling their desires, and at the cost of anything, they do not mind. Who are intent upon enjoyment of objects of desire, etavat, that is all. This much only. I'll have to do this. There is no let or hindrance. Nobody will make me do otherwise. I shall accomplish my desire. It is this much only. Iti nishchitaha. They have nishchitaha, tremendous confidence in their decisions. Okay? Etavaditi nishchitaha. Asha pasha shataihi baddaha. They are influenced by the asha pashaha. They are bound by the fetters of their desires. The fetters of their desires. And not one or two fetters. Shataihi baddaha. The shataihi, hundreds of, thousands of, a lot of them. Shataihi baddaha. Kama krodha parayanaha. They will think these are their noble qualities. Kama and krodha. These are the worthwhile qualities for a person like me, because otherwise I can't accomplish my tasks. How do I How do I roll over all my opposition? So kama krodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogadham anyayena ardha sanchayan ihante kama bhogadham. That's what. That is how they engage themselves in those kind of very vain, destructive pursuits, destructive to their own future, destructive pursuits. And like I said, in the movies which are riddled with a tremendous amount of violence, most of our movies are showing a lot of violence only. And all those villainous characters, they conform to these qualities. Is it not? Recently, very, very recently, one high-sounding politician in our country happened to address a lot of people and say he's all powerful and nobody can do anything to unsettle him and nobody can pluck even one hair of him. See the way people are talking. People are talking, they're very, very powerful. Nobody can pluck a hair of them. What are they talking? What are they thinking of themselves? They're saintly, they're a Mahatma. So the people would collect a bit of hair of them as a relic to keep. See, is that going to be a relic? Is he a Mahatma? He is a scoundrel. He is a person who does not know what he is talking. He is a person who is wedded to this kama krodha parayana. Chintama parimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha. Up to their death, they keep on talking like this. What do they think of themselves? Nobody can pluck a hair of me. Who is worried about collecting hair from such a person at all? Is he a Mahatma? Is he Jesus Christ or Buddha? Or is he Kitaya, Ramaya? Or is he one of your chosen deities? How do you care to collect a hair of him? Such scoundrel. That fellow keeps on talking like that. Like that, almost everybody, especially in our country, talks like that and behaves like that. They get away with murderous consequences. Murderous consequences to both them in future and to all their opposition now. That is how this Asura Sampada will keep on exhibiting itself. They have no escape from that because they are under the grip of the Asura Sampada, which they keep on enhancing all the time. Those committed to immeasurable concern until death. Until death, they will not leave it, intent upon enjoyments of objects of desire, having concluded that life is this much only, committed to desire and anger, and bound by hundreds of fetters of hope, engage themselves in the accumulation of wealth illegitimately for the enjoyment of objects of desire. In the Mahabharata, Bhishmacharya, in the Shanti Parva, Anushasnika Parva, tells Dharmaja, tells Yudhishthira that everybody is a slave to Artha. Artha is wealth, okay? But this wealth is no slave to anybody at all. Ardhasya Purushaha Dasaha. Ardhasya Purusho Dasaha. All people are slaves to this wealth. Dasastancho Nakashvitet. This Ardha, this wealth, is not a slave to anybody. It will keep on playing on its fingertips because you are a slave to the Artha. If somebody is already a slave to Artha, then he does not mind illegitimately and even cruelly amassing such kind of wealth, not knowing that he is a slave already and he is unable to get out of the grip of the demon that is wealth. Today, this is gained by me here. Another. Idamadhyamaya labdham, imam prapsye manoradham, idamasti idamapi me bhavishyati punardhanam. Today this is gained by me. Idam maya labdham. This dhanam maya labdham. This is gained by me. I will gain this that is pleasing to the mind. I will again gain this. Okay? This wealth I have, this wealth also I will have later. So they think, is it not true? A lot of people, especially in our country, when they are already multi-billionaires, they keep on amassing a lot more money. And anything you want to amass, unless you adopt some foul means, it is not possible to be successful in the competitive world. Are they not doing that? They are conforming to this kind of lakshanas. Idamayya maya labdham, imam prapsye manoradham, idamasti idamapi me bhavishyati punardhanam. Today this is gained by me. I will again gain this that is pleasing to the mind. This wealth I have, this wealth also I shall have. So they think, Adya today. Adya means today. Idam Adya. Adya is here. Idam this Adya today. Maya idam labdham. This is gained by me. Idam manoradham. This is very pleasing to the mind. The more money I collect, the more money I amass, the more peaceful I am in the mind. That kind of a peace, they do not know. It is going to be their undoing. Idam manoradham, pleasing to my mind. Prapyase, I will again gain. Idam dhanam, this wealth, me asti, this I have got already. Punaha, again, idam api, me bhavishyati, again some more wealth will be mine. Will be mine because I have already organized things in such a way that the other fellow will be down without any trace, and I shall be the most wealthy person in the sphere of my activities. In my type of business, nobody shall be my opposition. I will have today, this is gained. I will again gain this, which is pleasing to the mind. This wealth I have, this wealth also I will have later. Now, Bhagavan has taught us so many things in the Adhyatma Chintana path. And why is Bhagavan giving us these kind of cruel disposition people with a lot of cruelty, lot of ill will, lot of foul thinking? Why is Bhagavan talking of those people to us? Why are we interested in this? Bhagavan's intention is, hey, beware, don't get into this kind of a disposition in the mind. You are already born with the Sattvaguna Pradhana. You are born to Daivi Sampatti. That is how you are listening to my words through the Gita. You are a blessed soul. Don't you ever fall into this quagmire. You can never get out of this. That is why Bhagavan has been repeatedly describing such kind of people with very mean and evil, cruel pursuits. Asau maya hata shetruhu, hanishye cha paranapi, ishwaroham, aham bhogi, siddhoham, balavan sukhi. My God, what kind of boastful talk by these people. Asau shetruhu, this enemy maya, by me, hataha. I have finished this enemy of mine. I killed him. Hatao shatruhu hanishyecha aparanapi. I shall destroy even others. I shall destroy even others. I shall not have any shatru at all. Okay? Aham Ishvaraha. I am the Lord. I am the Lord. I am Bhogi. I am the supreme enjoyer. I am Siddhaha. I am an accomplished person. Who do you think I am? I have descended straight away from the heavens, which you have not seen. Siddhaha aham, Balavan, Sukhi. I am very powerful and I am very, very comfortable. Sukhi, I am very happy. This enemy is destroyed by me and I will destroy others also. I am the ruler, I am the enjoyer, I am successful, powerful, and happy. What they do not know is, whatever they are doing, anything that you do, punyam chapapam, you will have the retribution for that. Either a punya will give you a better way of life in future, or papa will either in this janma or later. Punyam cha papam, either in this janma or later, they will find their results will be expressive. Punyam cha papam, they will express themselves either as the drishtaphala or adrishtaphala. Drishtaphala will be what? You will be enjoying or suffering that punyam cha papam in this janma. Adrishtaphala will be later. You will carry this and that will go accrue to your account and you will have to enjoy and suffer according to the punyam cha papam that you have committed. The saying is avashyam anubhoktavyam. Avashyam is it is inescapable. Avashyam, it is not within your capacity to alter that. Avashyam anubhoktavyam. You have to enjoy. Anubhoktavyam will also include you have to suffer also. Anubhoktavyam krutam karma. The karma that you have done, shubha ashubham. Either the karma has given you shubhapalam or ashubhapalam, those things will express themselves. There is no escape. This they will never pause and think, because they have said what? In the initial set of verses, Ishwaroham, they said. And where is the need for a Lord? Where is the need for Bhagavan? Aparaspara sambhotam kimanyat kama hetukam. There is no requirement of a Lord for this creation. And creation goes on because of aparaspara sambhotam, because of the union of the man and woman. That is how it happens. Where is the need for the Lord? I am the Lord. So with all that, they have no thought of avoiding anything which is papakaryam. That is how. Asau maya hata shetruho. See their foul disposition. I have killed this fellow. I shall kill somebody else also. Ishwaroham, I am the Lord. Aham bhogi, I am the enjoyer. Siddhoham, I am highly accomplished. I descended from nowhere, okay? From the heavens. Balavan Sukhi, I am very, very powerful. If any opposition is there, that will be trampled over by me. Next verse, please. Next verse, please. Yeah, thank you. Adhyo bijanavanasmi konyosti sadrusho maya yakshe dasyami modishya itya ajnana vimohitaha iti ajnana vimohitaha vimohitaha visheshena mohitaha. Extremely deluded, highly deluded, and it ajnana vimohitaha, and they have absolute ignorance as to what they are doing and what is required of them. Why did they take this janma? What for they have taken birth? What is it that they have to accomplish? What is it that they have to avoid? What is Atma? What is Anatma? These kind of thoughts do not ever enter their mind, because ajnana vimohitaha. Adhyo bijanavanasmi konyosya sadrusho maya. My God, who is equivalent to me? Konyosya sadrusho maya. Who is equivalent to me? Yakshe dasyami modishya iti ajnana vimohitaha. If you people think I am committing some papa, I will have retribution for that. What do? I will have yajna, and I will do dhanam, Ikshe dashyami modishya, with happily, and so many purohits are under my control. I will employ all of them to do this yajna, to ward off any evil influence on the actions that I am taking. Ikshe dashyami modishya. Ikshedasya iti ajnana vimohitaha adhyo vijanavanasmi, and I have taken birth from a very reputed family. Adhyo vijanavanasmi, who do you think I am? I am born to the Hiranyakashipa's family. Adhyo vijanavanasmi konyosti sadrusho maya. Who is there who is even a patch to me? Not comparable to me at all. Nobody. Ikshe dashyami modishya adyaha asmi. I'm the one who has wealth. Abhijanavan. I'm born of a very good family. Maya sadushaha, equivalent to me. Kaha anyaha. Who else is there? Who else is there? Asti. Who else is there? Konyosti. Kaha anyaha asti. Konyosti. Who is there? Yakshe, I will perform rituals. Dashyami, I will do dhanam. Modishye, I will enjoy. And afterwards, I know I have warded off all influences for my very cruel and evil actions, because I have performed rituals and I have made a lot of dhanam. Iti ajnana vimohitaha. And these rituals and all that, they will do it as a matter of pretense. They will think, people will have to consider them as highly religious and very committed to Shastra. None of those things they have even remotely in their mind at all. That kind of a thought is not there. Those who are totally deluded due to lack of discrimination, what they say, I was born in a very good family. Who else is there who is equal to me? I will perform rituals. I will give. I will enjoy. And I will trample any opposition. Yakshe dashyami modishya. Earlier verse in the 14th sloka. Konyosti sadusho maya. That is what is mentioned here. Earlier verse said, this fellow I have killed, some more I will kill. Some more I will kill, that kind of a thing. This kind of pompous attitude they have got. Aneka chitta vibhrantaha, mohajala samavrutaha, prasakta kama bhogeshu, patanti narake ashucho. Aneka chitta vibhrantaha, those who are completely deluded by many types of these kind of evil thoughts. They are purposeless thoughts. Mohajala samavrutaha, and they have dragged themselves as though into the net of moha. And the net of moha, those threads are very, very strong. You cannot get out of that, because the more you try, the more it is like quagmire. The more you try, the deeper you get locked in the mohajala. Mohajala samavrutaha, who are covered by the net of delusion and no vyavasayatmika buddhi at all. No buddhi to start with. Their buddhi has taken a long time leave. Mohajala samavrutaha, kama bhogeshu, in always the pursuit of obtaining desirable objects. Because I want to enjoy what I desire, so I will get that object. Prasaktaha, they are always engaged in that kind of a very useless, purposeless pursuit only. Ashuchau narake, into unclean narakas, places of pain, unclean naraka. Naraka itself is bad enough. Ashauchau narake, unclean narakas. Patanti, they fall. Those who are completely deluded by many types of thoughts, covered by the net of delusion, no discrimination at all, and totally committed to the enjoyment of desirable objects, fall into the unclean naraka. Unclean naraka. See, as against this, the Daivi Sampatti is what? Second chapter, the Jnani's Lakshanas Bhagavan has given. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan padhamanogatan jahati, prajahati, prakarshena jahati, completely wins over. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan padhamanogatan. He wins over any desire that emanates in the mind and always happy with himself, by himself, with no other external input at all. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan padhamanogatan atmaniyeva atmana tushtaha. He is a santruptaha, with himself, by himself, with no other external influence at all. That kind of a thing. And these people, they want to enjoy by fulfilling their desires, and they have no other thought apart from fulfilling their desires. That is why they are asuras. Asusu ramate iti asuraha. Asusu means indriyadheshu. Ramate iti asuraha. They fall into unclean narakas, okay, which are fraught with a lot of pain and suffering. Atma sambhavita stabdaha dhanamana madanvitaha ejante nama yajnaiste dambhena vidhipurvakam. Atma sambhavita stabdaha, and they are very vainglorious because there is nobody to praise them. They praise themselves. They are all self-glorifying, self-praising people. Atma sambhavitaha stabdaha. They are very, very conceited, very ignoble, very cruel. Dhana mana mada anvitaha. Dhana, wealth, uppermost. Mana, and they must be respected. Mada, and they have a lot of dharpam and misplaced pride. Mada anvitaha. They are filled with arrogance, pride, and because of their wealth, etc. Te dambhena, pretension. They pose as though they are the noblest in that community. They are the vilest. They are the most cruel. That everybody knows. But they pose as though they are very pious and very noble. And in the assemblage of people, they will say, I am donating so many crores of rupees for this cause. And that is only an announcement. That kind of a thing will never happen. And all his people who are with him, who are equally cruel and who are equally evil-minded, they will clap and everybody will think, oh, this fellow is a very highly respected fellow. Dambhena. Nama yajnaihi. They will perform a lot of rituals, and it is only for the sake of name and fame, not with any shraddha at all. Avidhi purvakam, and shastra vihita karma, they will forget about it. They will somehow carry on. And it is not done according to the shastra stipulations. Ejante, they perform the rituals. Those who are self-glorifying, vain, conceited, evil-minded, filled with pride and arrogance because of their wealth, perform rituals that are rituals in name only, not according to stipulations, and it is out of pretension. Why Bhagavan is taking a lot of pains to narrate all this is, he is warning us, hey, you people, don't you ever fall into this kind of a mohajala. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodham cha samshritaha mamatma paradeheshu pradvishantobhyasuyakaha. See here, Bhagavan must have got really annoyed with these kind of people, and narrating their traits, he must have got really frustrated. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodham cha samshritaha. They will what? Samshritaha. Kamam krodam cha samshritaha. They have been sucked into these kind of things. Like what? Ahamkaram. Ahamkarta iti ahankaraha. Okay, ahamkaram, balam. Konyosti sadrisho maya. I am the most powerful. Balam, darpam. Darpam is that misplaced pride. Kamam. And they have a lot of desires. Most of them they have fulfilled at the cost of even the lives of people. Kamam, krodham, they do not mind exhibiting their anger. Okay, and they are always immersed in these kind of evil pursuits. Mamatma paradeheshu pradvishanto abhyaso yakaha. Mam, me. Atma means in their own self. Atma, in their own self, in the Asura fellows' self. I am there. Mam, Atma, Paradeheshu. And those people, they are making life miserable for others, isn't it? That Paradeheshu. And in this Paradeheshu also I am resident. Mam, Atma Paradeheshu, resident I am. Pradvishantaha, abhyasuyakaha, and they will create a lot of trouble. Pradvishanto abhyasuyakaha, asuyakaha, and they come across a lot of very noble people, and in that nobility of those people, they will find only a lot of faults, and they try to punish them for the invisible faults. Ahamkaram, egoism, balam, brute strength, darpam, insolence, kamam, enjoyment, krodham, anger, samshritaha. They are completely sucked into that. They have given into that. They are given into that. Atma paradeheshu, in their own and others' bodies. Mam, me. Pradvishantaha, they despise me. Dvishantaha means dveshyam krutaha. Pradvishantaha, they will undoubtedly despise me. Abhyasuyakaha, those who are great cavillers, people, they are intent on finding fault with others when there is no fault in others. That kind of a thing. Those who are completely given to egoism, brute strength, insolence, enjoyment, and anger, who despise me in their own and others' bodies, and who are great cavillers. Okay? People who are given to a lot of asuya. Tanyaham, and what does Bhagavan do? You said, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Hey Bhagavan, what are you going to do with them? Why are you being complacent? Then Bhagavan's answer is, Tanaham dishata kroran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami ajasrama shubham asuri shveva yonishu. What? He got really annoyed. Bhagavan really got annoyed. Those people, these men who are hateful and cruel, who are the lowest of men, who are wrongdoers, I dispatch repeatedly those people into a life of transmigration only in Asuri wombs. Again and again and again in Asuri wombs they will take birth. You may say, hey, Bhagavan said, Nakartrutvam nakarmani, etc. You said, Bhagavan. Now, why are you saying you will dispatch them? Is it not a kartrutva? How do you answer that? In the 9th chapter, Bhagavan said, Prakritim swamavashtabhya vishrujami punah punaha. Prakritim swamavashtabhya vishrujami punah punaha. Even though I take recourse to Prakriti. Prakriti means what? It is their Prakriti, the Punyam Chapapam, that kind of a wealth that they have carried. Based on that, they will have to necessarily be thrown into this kind of ugly, and Ashuche Narakaha. Those men, that is how, when I say I dispatch, I am helplessly bound to dispatch them because I have to protect Dharma. These are adharmis. These people will have to be given a chance by a, a janma which is very painful to them, and from that they would learn and they will graduate to be a better people in the next janma, that kind of a thing. So tal dvishataha, those who despise like that, kruran, the cruel people, ashubhan, wrongdoers, naradhaman. Adhama is lowly. Naradhaman, lowliest of men, samsareshu, into a life of transmigration, asureshveshu yonishu, into the asuri homes, ajasram, perpetually, aham kripame, I throw them into them, I dispatch them. That is how Bhagavan is telling us, if any one of us have these kind of ignoble pursuits, ignoble thoughts, and cruel disposition, our end also will be like that. So he is kind of cautioning us, don't you ever entertain these kind of attitudes at all. You are much better than these people. Avoid even the company of these people. Don't you think of these people. To think of these people also, you require a mind which is kind of evil. Your mind is pure, and the pure mind is required for you to know who really you are. And Atma Darshanardham, your pure mind must be employed. That's how it is. We'll continue tomorrow. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om, everybody.
Dhanyavad Nanaji. Hari Om.
Dhanyavad, everybody.
Hari Om, Nana.
Hari Om, bhai.
Hari Om, Nana. Dhanyavad.
Bella, just give me a second. I will remove this from YouTube and then you can continue, Manana.
Okay, Brahmaraji. Dhanyavad.
You can start, Bella. You can start. I put it on the Zoom recording.
Yeah, Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Anyone would like to chant the shloka or read the shloka and Tatparya? Sheila ji, Dr. Mara, Madhuri ji, anyone is willing to? We started from shloka 11th, right?
Yes. Sloka 11.
Yeah, so today so many Asuri qualities Nanaji described, no? Today it was very beautiful how those cruel Asuras and how their desire for more and more continues. Anyone would like to read, please, the shloka?
We
Shall
can't
I?
see the
Doctor,
shlokas.
11 shloka, right? Can you see now?
No, nothing.
Still you cannot see? I'm sharing the screen.
I can
I
see the.
think you
We
forgot
can see.
Yeah, please start. I hope I'm sharing the screen, right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Is it 11th verse, right?
11th verse, right? We started with the 12th or 11th. 11th. Yesterday we read till 10th, right?
Mm.
So today we will start with the 11th. I will just read the Sanskrit shloka and you can continue, Dr. Mara or Savitaji,
Sure.
whoever, or
Yeah, I
Madhuriji.
can do that. That's fine.
Chintapamaripeyam, no?
Yeah. Should I read or anyone would like to read?
shall I read?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Chintame parimeyam cha prayantam upashitaha kama bhog parama etavaditi nishchitaha. Apariyam, immeasurable, pralayantam, until their end, chintam, concern, upashritaha, those who are committed to, kama upabhog parama, who are intent upon enjoyment of objects of desire, etavat, it is this much alone, iti nishchitaha, who have concluded thus. Dr. Mara, you can continue. Or shall I read the other
Yeah,
this
these
thing?
two shlokas are joined. Please read and then Dr. Mara can continue.
Okay. Asha pashashataibhatta kama krodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogartham anyayenartha sanchayan. Asha pashatai, by hundreds of fetters of hope, baddha, calm, bound, kam, krodh, parayanaha, who are committed to desire and anger, kama bhogartham, for the enjoyment of objects of desire, anyayena, illegitimately, artha sanchayan, accumulation of wealth, ihante, they engage themselves in. Dr.
Those,
Mara, you.
yeah, sure. Those committed to immeasurable concern until death, intent upon enjoyments of objects of desire, having concluded it life is this much alone, committed to desire and anger, and bound by hundreds of fetters of hope. Engage themselves in accumulation of wealth illegitimately for the enjoyment of objects of desire. Did we read the other Tatparya for the 11th sloka?
They were together, Maraji.
Oh, okay, there's together. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you know, that people earn the money in illegitimate ways that, I know probably it went up. I didn't make notes today, but yeah. So they committed to immeasurable concern, meaning like they until death. They are not like anywhere they're stopping with their desires, and they go anyway. They don't follow dharma to earn the wealth that they do anyway. They can get, and the objective is to satisfy their desires and enjoy their life. So that's not the right thing to do. It's kind of scary, right? Even
Yeah, it is like God has cautioned that they feel that Asura's definition only, Nanaji, is so well defined, no? They continue to live as if there is no death or there is no other life. Only this life and only with the senses they can, and illegitimately, that is a word, like they keep on accumulating the wealth by all false means, and in doing that they try to hurt others, commit many crimes until death. We can continue the next shloka, or if anyone would like to share.
Shall I continue?
Yeah, please.
इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इदं प्राप्स्य मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम्. Adya, today, Maya, by me, idam labdham, this is gained, idam manoratham, this that is pleasing to the mind, prapsye, I will gain, idam dhanam, this wealth, asti, I have, punah, later, idam api, this also, bhavishyati, I will have.
today, today this is gained by me. I will gain this that is pleasing to the mind. This wealth I have, this wealth also I will have later. So they think. So it doesn't really continue. The wealth comes and goes. So
later, it's implying that in the future life or in that particular life, I will have this wealth later.
For
Later
them, there is no, they do not have that concept.
they don't
only.
the life. Yeah, right.
They believe that this is only we are
This
born
is
for, and this
yeah.
is the only life we have to
life.
enjoy.
Yeah.
So they think they'll have the wealth forever, but then there could be other things that can happen and take away that wealth in the same life too. But then they think looks like they're going to have wealth forever.
Yeah, today Nanaji gave the examples of all politicians and Hiranyakaship and all those devils. No? I mean, they have that wrong power thinking that I am everything and I can do anything to anybody. And this is gained by me, and I will gain this that is pleasing to the mind. And this wealth is imperishable. Now, nobody can, it is going to continue throughout. They believe that it is infinite for them.
Mentioned that also based on the way it is done, like the Drishtapala and the Drishtapala, either this life or next life, they would continue on this issue, it will affect them
In the next shloka, I think it is coming that they are helplessly dispatched into the same wombs where they
Yeah,
continue the same activities.
right. Right.
असौ मया हतः शत्रुः हनिषे चापरानपि ईश्वर अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी. Asau Shatru, this enemy, Maya by me, Hata destroyed, Hanishye, and I will destroy, Aparan Api, others also, Aham Ishvara, I am the ruler, Aham Bhogi, I am the enjoyer, Siddha Aham, I am accomplished, Balwan, powerful, Sukhi, happy.
This enemy is destroyed by me, and I will destroy others also. I am the ruler, I am the enjoyer, I am successful, powerful, and happy. So this is the characteristic of the Asura, where they think they are the ruler, enjoyer, and successful, and powerful, and happy, and they have every what do you call, every right to do anything they want, like Nana is saying, like, he's going to cannot pluck the hair of me or something. Who is his to say that, So obviously, the same thing, when they're killing people and they're not even creating, like, not even a small bug or butterfly or something like that. And how can they take away their life without having that kind of ability? So basically, they're more destructive in nature, looks like.
Yeah, they are adharmis only, right? They try to accumulate by all illegitimate means, and all their competitors they want to finish. They want to kill them or destroy them, and they believe that that is in their power. They are. And yesterday, Nanaji told that you cannot have that false assumption when you cannot give life to even a small insect. Then how can you
Mhm.
take somebody's life? No.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like you said, all the movies, which is pretty much similar, the way they take nowadays, that's how it portrays those characters.
Anyone would like to share?
Shall I read?
Yeah, please.
आढ्योऽपि जन्वानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्य इतज्ञानविमोहिताः आढ्य आढ्य अस्मि. I am one who has wealth. Abhi this is covering the, yeah, it's okay. Abhijanvan, I am born of a very good family. Maya sadrisha, equal to me. Kah anyah, who else? Asti is there. Yakshye, I will perform rituals. Dasyami, I will give. Modishye, I will enjoy. Iti, thus, agyan vimohitaha, those who are totally deluded due to lack of discrimination.
Those who are totally deluded due to lack of discrimination say, I have wealth, I was born in a very good family. Who else is there who is equal to me? I will perform rituals, I'll give, and I will enjoy. So this is like egoistic, attitude where people, think of themselves big. That all this I part, the last two verses.
This is ahankar also, plus ego is both. Ahankar and like feeling of ahankar and ego, both are there in it.
Yeah, the lack of discrimination. They do not have that viveka of mithya and sat and asat. I mean, they do not know that what is perishable and what is imperishable. And they continue to live in that same idea. And they perform rituals and they believe that they are the powerful all.
Yeah, the sloka is coming down, like 18th, where it says Ahankaram Palam.
Yeah, so should we read all the shlokas and then discuss like yesterday what we did?
I mean, we can do it this way also, whichever word.
Yeah. Shilaji, Madhuriji, we did not hear from you today. Kindly share
Yeah.
and just give your inputs, please.
I am aptly listening.
Yeah, please
It
share.
wraps
We
up
have
in.
more discussion, no? We will have more viewpoints and more. There are so many things which go unnoticed, but if small things, no? So kindly share every one of us.
Yeah, even that sloka, remember the number 6? I don't know why we didn't, I don't remember reading it that way, but the question persists like, oh, why the people have that Asraguna, obviously they created like that. Number 6 sloka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel we used to see the misread in childhood, no, the Rakshasas with so many horns and whatnot, big. But actually, when we look around, there are so many
Human. Mhm.
people are there who are really like you can associate, and even sometimes we also used to, in the ignorance, used to little bit at least the shade of some Rakshasi vrittis
Yeah.
were there in us also, and only and only due to the this knowledge, that awareness has dawned. Otherwise, where we would have been, no, can't even imagine now. Bapre.
Yeah, like
So,
for
so more and more gratitude comes up, no? Very lucky to
That's
be
what
in
I
this.
wanted to also share. What is described in these shlokas might be a little noisy because I'm in the Yajnashala. It is these shlokas that have described the Asuri gunas are one end of the spectrum, and there are some. There is a mixture also, isn't it? Not everyone, to be consider the villain in movies and politicians and all that. Yes, but then amongst us, when we look within us, also we might have some of these some of these gunas. So ultimately, it is up to us to introspect and see what is these asari gunas we also have, and then we slowly, fine tune and purify ourselves. What about the mixture of people? One end of the spectrum is completely sattvic, and the other end is completely asuric. But in between, there is a mixture of these gunas. And I think as sadhaks, we're all somewhere in between.
especially the desire and anger part, that still exists, right? I mean, we still have some attachments and all those things. So slowly you have to go by.
Yeah, and we realize that the impact of food, the impact of environment, the impact of satsang, yeah. I mean, these all have so much positive impact. The kind of food, if it is more sattvic, then that only predominates, and you continue to have very blissful thoughts, not hurting others, not thinking ill of others.
Yeah, definitely. By doing this kind of manana session or learning through those classes, the Atma Bodh, that these other things, we learn to respect other people and their feelings and thoughtful about what we're doing, at moment to moment, should be good. I think the whole feeling of you want to be good, that kind of going up and, that's growing, right, in your mind. So it's good thing. And then Dr. Pramana said, yeah, we have to like in the field where they try to take out the weeds and things to grow good, um, good, what do you call that? The we call as fire, like the paddy or whatever the plant's supposed to grow. That's like that. We have to clean out our mind.
Correct. For harvesting good crop, we have to get rid of those small weeds.
It is more or less a continuous process. We think that okay, now enough. It's never enough. Like every day we feel hungry. Every day we take bath.
Yeah.
Like that every day.
Yeah, you're rightly
This
said. The
knowledge.
knowledge is, yeah, we think we went to high school, college, and you finished with it. But this type of knowledge is never ending. It's just you need to keep up with it. It's totally different type of knowledge.
It's like a deep, vast, unending ocean. We need to keep on diving deep
Exactly.
every day,
Within yourself.
frequently.
Very nice.
Yeah, anyone has some more sharing, or we should go ahead with the next verse? 14th verse, right?
I think this Rakshasi gunas also equally we need to clearly understand that also, so that from what things we need to be little bit aware and careful, because in the worldly lifestyle and worldly ways, how fast the means minimum living and luxurious living and comfortable living, the definitions are changing so fast. So we also sometimes don't know how we get caught up into all lobha, moha and all those things. So even knowing the Rakshasi gunas also, the clear understanding time to time will help us to how to live in the even in the worldly ways also. Because see, end of the day we are grahasthas. We are following all the even in these karma kand and traditions. This time I have not gone into the ashram. But then whatever is happening in the name of our traditions, that is also, it is sapping away so much energy and time. Going here and there and then dancing, because that sattva dominant activities and rajas driven activities, absolutely there is so much difference. And the kind of food in the name of prasada is offered, and like we keep on stuffing the prasada in the name of prasada. To be little bit aware and alert, especially after experiencing the ashram navratris. It is so difficult to go attend the normal navratri activities. It is more focused on how you are dressing up and what prasad you are giving to the devis, and so outer this thing is very much in the focus in the name of tradition and culture. I don't know, maybe I am wrong, but especially after going through these knowledge sessions, we need
No,
to
it
be
is
more.
true. People making money out of this in a different way, because that's the way the world runs, right? Like the other, like the marketing products about all this gifts, return gifts, like when whoever comes to their house. I mean, those are all the things comes up, they dress up nicely and all that, which is in a way it's not bad, but if they that for me it doesn't matter, but then there is a certain type of what do you call that, the way the process they do it, that they want even to light the lamp, they think the woman should wear like tilaka in their forehead, and I mean they cleanse themselves and then they wear the bangles and things like that. I mean, that's what they say, but I don't know what Shastra probably says that or not, but some of the thing, so when worshipping this Lakshmi or Saraswati, no God is asking for boastful this type of prasada only I need. But they do as simple prasada also is good, but then they want to make it different.
Sometimes it is like it seems like show of your wealth.
It's some places, yes, but some places, it is more. Those days, people had these things. That's the only way they could enjoy their life, right? They didn't have all this other entertainment or get to see people, each other, that kind of thing, So now it became more like a business. I mean, like concentrating on external things. But then you can see some still, with that mentality of what do you call that, divinity, and you're worshipping, that kind of thing. That's nice. And good for all people. That's what we got to focus on. But I know it is true. The earth is not revolving around the YouTubes. Everybody put video nowadays, like, oh my God, that's unimaginable.
Very much contrast to the sattva predominant celebration and rajas dominant celebration. Lot of difference. No comparison actually.
Yeah, true. I was thinking about it, like when I visited India, when I go to temple, normally you want to worship, you go in front of the Lord and worship and come out. But now they expect, you have to put money, and then only you would able to, apart from getting the ticket or whatever. That is one thing. And I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, you cannot give some money to somebody, but then that is how it works. Means, one of our friend was, was going to pay some bill or something have to happen in a city hall, the office. He didn't want to do any extra money to do that. So he has to go time and again, come back another day, come back another day. So even if you want to be like perfect, like you want to go in the right way, this world right now doesn't let you do that, like, oh, you get tired of it after a while. Then you said, okay, I need to get this thing done because I'm only here for 2 weeks. So however they want to get it done, they get it done. So the things like that, it's still, I don't know, hope that things will change. But with Kali Yuga, I don't know, it will get changed. Maybe, I don't know, it will, we hope for good change, but then I don't know how things are there. I haven't been there for the last 4 years.
Nanaji said that most of the population is of the Asuri qualities, so Vedic qualities are very less. So mostly when you be socially or publicly, you will find more of the asuri qualities, which due to which the people behave in that way, and it is very difficult for you to survive. And if you want to change, also you cannot change. So
Yeah,
I think it's the
the
effect
same
of
thing,
Kali-yuga.
right? Even in the airports, I see people like when they go from here, all of a sudden they get that airport, then they become the different person. It's so funny, like there is no following any rules, that kind of makes it a little difficult sometimes, that. Mm. So as much as possible, knowing what it is, what we should follow, then we should follow, no matter what. That that thing.
Commercial aspect has become very predominant everywhere.
I
Money
know.
driven everything, and that is why even when we always are attending the Navratris even before coming into Art of Living. But
Mm-hmm.
now the focus is, oh, today is the green color. Why didn't you wear the greens? And then showing off. Means it
Yeah,
is all clothing, jewelry, food, and all tamjam surroundings.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
the focus on the main, invoking the deity through the
Divinity.
mantras and the chants and the sattvic, the
Yeah,
basic, why these things we do, that is becoming diminished, and
diminished.
all other aspects are becoming more and more, and it is like, otherwise also look around, the demonic activities are increasing so much, especially
Mm.
after this pandemic. No, even in our corner we can
Mm.
see very small boys like 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old boys. They are
Mm.
coming together and trying all kinds of drugs and everything.
Oh, that
It's
is really,
very
really
difficult, we
sad,
cannot control it. Yeah,
Yeah,
very sad,
really
very
sad.
sad. It's spreading like,
Especially the young people. I mean, world is not the same. Anywhere in the world, I like. There is no perfect place in this world. Everywhere
and
things are happening.
yeah, and see,
And
now media, we are using it for positive, this thing, that it has become so easy for all of us to sit through the Bhagavad Gita due to modern technology. But the same
so that
media
is
is
true.
giving
The thing. Yeah, go ahead.
the same media is pouring in all the pornographic and all the dirty things from very
Mm-hmm.
small age. Even the small children, they are able to
Get
access
that.
all these things.
Mm.
And the crime is increasing, and they are taking it for granted that this is the normal behavior. It's
Mm.
so many ethics have, the baseline of the ethics is changing. That is dangerous,
Yeah,
and due
like
to that, violence has become very like simple thing. Casually also, the violence is becoming little bit more predominant, because through the media they are showing it, no, as the norm of the day, normal
Mhm.
behavior.
Yeah.
And this is all, the demonic qualities are also on the rise due to the
Mm.
easy access of, due to the technology, modern technology.
Yeah,
So
and
need to be
when
little
we
bit
are
more.
growing up, yeah. So, like when we are girls, my parents never said, "Oh, you have to be, come this time, that time." I mean, we know ourselves, we have to be home by this time, not doing things, much aware of those kind of things. But nowadays, the kids are exposed to alcohol, drugs, and all this. Like you said, on the media, there's unwanted things. I don't know. What they get educated. On top of that, they, in the name of modernizing India, India is one of the best in the world in terms of the cultural or all these values that we had. But they are in the name of westernizing or modernizing. I mean, the whole charm is kind of going away. That's kind of sad to see that.
Yeah, so it is, that's why it is so important to bring the people in on this path. Swami Chinmayananji rightly said that this youth is not useless, they are used less because their capacity, their creativity is wrongly diverted. So
Yeah.
more and more, if we try to bring them to Adhyatmikta or to Bhagavad Gita, or to divine qualities, or to the sattvic food, I think the better society we can expect. And we can start with, our world begins from home. We can start locally, and I'm sure we can have the, wherever possible, even in Dubai. We see these all as we see the influence of media and the influence of superficial uh, things. I mean, so we can always begin with ourselves and our surrounding, our family, and then we can continue focusing, like, which we should encourage them to be more into the knowledge. It's so beautiful. This Bhagavad Gita path is so beautiful. And even our five points of basic course. Shall
Mm.
we go ahead to the
Yeah,
next verse, please?
yeah, go ahead.
Please,
Madhuriji, you can,
screen
yeah, if
is
Madhuriji wants to read, she can read if she has it on this on her screen. It's from the
Okay.
shloka 16, Anek Vibranta. 16, we were on 16 shloka. We did the 15 one.
okay, 16, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please let me know if the screen is not correct to read.
No, it's fine now. Madhuriji, you are reading? Madhuriji, are you there?
This is 1616. 16 we had
Yeah,
to read.
yeah, 16.
अनेकचित्त विभ्रान्ता मोहजाल समावृत्ताः प्रसक्ताः कर्मभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च अनेकचित्त विभ्रान्ता, those who are completely deluded by many types of thoughts, mohajala samavrutaha, who are covered by the net of delusion, lack of discrimination, kama bhogeshu, in the enjoyment of desirable objects, prasaktaha, who are totally engaged, ashuchau, narake, into unclean naraka, places of pain, patanti, they fall. Those who are completely deluded. Okay, next one.
I,
Atma Sambha.
no, wait, let me read this one for you. Those
Okay.
who are completely deluded by many types of thoughts, covered by the net of delusion, lack of discrimination, and totally committed to the enjoyment of desirable objects, fall into the unclean naraka, places of pain. So basically, who have all this delusion, lack of discrimination, they enjoy and then they go into naraka. That's really fun to see that. Like you have all this enjoyment. After that, where are you going? Oh my God.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that they believe that this is the heaven, and afterlife also they will have the same heaven.
That is true.
Yeah, the fall is very steep, and we really need to help each other to continue and sustain on this path.
Absolutely, very true.
We have a long way to go. Like whatever we are reading, we have to read at least 2-3 times to understand more and get it in our head. I think after this, we have a long way to go. Another two more chapters, right? And that's it. After that, Nana will be done with this. But then I hope we will talk about
No,
something.
I'm so glad Nanaji has promised that he will continue. I mean, even
Continue.
after finishing, I'm sure we will request Nanaji to continue
All
either
the
with
time or something.
Tattva Bodh, Atma Bodh, and other texts. Continuous Nanaji's accessibility should be there in our life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. We will hang on to him.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Like I really pray for him, like keep him in good health and keep him well. And so
Very.
it just,
We all
yeah,
know.
we all had to. And then I was thinking, we don't even, I mean, even in the Zoom.
You are muted, Dr. Mara. We can't hear.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't seen all of you guys even on the Zoom. One of these days we should have a meet and then plan something for Nana. That's what I think, or after finishing Gita chapter, as
Yes, sure, sure.
Darshana, what we do, what we supposed to do.
What Nana wants to do after we finish all the 18 chapters is he wants us
We
to
can,
read, each one read one chapter, do all the 18 chapters.
yeah,
Maybe we can plan all the chapters together. That will be wonderful. If we can all in one session, maybe it will take about 2.5 hours or so. I don't know.
yeah.
That's one suggestion.
Yeah, that's what one thing, and then we can select one sloka and verse, and
And
then we should do
yeah,
that. Yeah,
we should make that because that is what he said initially, and he said, "I'm not going to repeat it again." So we can take that initiative and then do it. That would
yeah,
be good.
Yeah, even the summary of each chapter as understood by you, what you have learned from that particular chapter.
yeah. That chapter would be. Then we have to read the whole thing to figure it out. It would be nice. At least we could do the Ramana sloga where he collected all that. I did not even touch upon that.
Yeah,
Uh,
Gnanavali.
yeah.
Very nice
No,
it is.
the Brahmanjanavali
Not
is
Jnanavali, it is that Chaturvinshati, I think.
42 slokas,
Yeah.
the Ramana Maharishi, put together from Gita, and Nana put all that together with the Tatparya. So I thought at least we should select that and bring it out. It'd be nice. And then, we have to plan something better that we learn from him, make him happy that we got this much information.
Yeah, and even Brahma Jnanavalli Mala, I'm waiting from Brahmaraji to come back actually. That is, you must do Brahma Jnanavalli Mala, no?
Yeah, that
You
is
must
definitely,
understand,
yeah. You want to
understand and
pray.
embody it. Yeah.
Dr. Brahmana also was saying like you want to play that in the morning and evening. Again, I did it for 1 or 2 days. After that, there are so many things happening, and that's my problem. I have to be consistent with that.
No,
Yeah,
if only the meaning can be explained, like I am doing morning, evening, what was suggested by Dr. Paramara. But actually, some words, it's very obvious, the meaning is obvious, but in some words, the meaning is not very clear. If Nanaji can, in between the chapter, if he can take those 3 pages, so that we can understand while reciting, it would be
we
more.
need to finish with that one, and then we can ask him question. We don't want.
Yeah.
He's already
No,
doing a
not
lot.
in between, not in between.
Yeah.
Only when he completes this thing.
Complete. Yeah.
But it's very nice reciting those Dhyanavali. I liked it very much while reciting. It's good.
But it really doesn't properly resonate because we don't know the exact meaning of each and every word. No?
That's what
What
that is
is
what
the
I was.
Oh, you're talking about
but
the
even
Pratipadartha, right? Padartha.
yeah,
That is not there, but then it gives you the whole meaning of it, of the sentence, like what it says. Like agosan means agosan,
asangoham
unattached.
asangoham
asango.
Asangoham,
yes.
yeah, asangoham is like unattached, like that, so it kind of exactly doing that type of pradipadartha. Maybe we can look into it if something like that, but I doubt it is. If we have specific questions or sloka, then we can select that one and then ask that meaning for it.
That we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interfere. That reminds me, tomorrow I will, till Nanaji, I will be able to share the screen. But after for Manana session, one of you will have to be host and share the screen. I mean, you will have to take over. I will go for the long kriya.
Yes, tomorrow Sunday, no, I am also busy.
I'm very poor at this thing. Maybe I'll take the help of my son if I be. But I'll post it
It's
on the
very,
WhatsApp.
very
It's my
easy,
group.
Savitaji. It is very easy. It is not
Okay.
it's very easy. You don't need to do anything. Just share the screen button is there. You just have to
Okay.
press that, and then you can keep that screen open on our Srimad Bhagavad. We have shared everything, right? We have this chapter 16 with Pratipadartha and everything. So once again, I will share today in case that so that
I will have to take the help of the laptop. Right?
no, I am doing from mobile only. I don't have laptop, my dear.
Okay. That was the main issue because I'm very poor at laptop and this thing. If
Even
it
I
says
thought
on
that I will not be able to do from the mobile since I don't have laptop. I thought that, but then it's quite comfortable, not very big rocket science. So I am able to manage till now. I hope that till Nanaji's session, it's not a problem. The problem comes after for the Manana part, my dear. For the Manana part, if someone can take responsibility for sharing the screen, then it will be easier.
the method would be the same of like
Yeah, we have this Nanaji is continuing right on the 16th
Yes.
chapter only. So the same
Yes.
verses we are
He'll
reading
be
right.
finishing maybe by, I don't know, maybe he may finish by tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, tomorrow I think we will finish chapter 16.
Yeah, and maybe we have to ask Dr. Pramarad for the PDF for the 16. And
I will share. I will
yeah,
share.
I
On,
will.
if it is,
I will share. I'll
or
share the meanings,
Dr.
16
Brahmara.
chapter.
for
And
the
tomorrow, Bela, you will need to share Gita Mahatmyam. You have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
ready, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
because
have.
one
I will do
time.
that. Yeah. For Nanaji's session, I have no problem.
For
It will be
Manana,
for
let me
Manana
see.
only.
I'm not sure how it is going to be here tomorrow. If possible, I will share the screen for Manana.
Yeah, I will also try, but I'm here, but I don't have any problems. I will try to the sharing if that need to be for the chapter 6. This is 16, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right now 16 chapter. Maybe tomorrow we will finish and then chapter 17.
Mm,
Dr. Pramara said she will share, so we will have that in group.
okay. Next, are you doing the next one? Padraji, Atma Sambati. You did this one already? No.
No, this is the chapter verse 17 we have to do.
Also, we have one more to do.
I will read then the shloka. Atmasambhavita stabdha dhanamanamadhanvitaha yajante nama yajnaistai dambena vidhipurvakam. Atmasambhavitaha, those who are self-glorifying. Stabdhaha, who are vain, conceited. Dhana mana mada anvitaha, who are filled with pride and arrogance because of their wealth. They, dambhena, out of pretension. Nama yagnaihi, with rituals that are rituals in name only. Avidhipurvakam, and not according to stipulation. Yajante, they perform the rituals. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Those who are self-glorifying, vain, conceited, filled with pride and arrogance because of their wealth, perform rituals that are rituals in name only, not according to stipulations, but out of pretension.
I think we discussed, Madhuriji told a few minutes back, no? Right now, how we are celebrating
Right.
with all.
False pretensions. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You want to read that this one also?
Yeah. Anyone would like to read? Savita ji or anyone? I think, okay, I will continue. Ahamkaram balam darpam kamam krodham cha samshritaha mamatma paradeheshu pradvishyanto abhyasuyakaha. Ahankaram, egoism, balam, brute strength, darpam, insolence, kamam, enjoyment, krodham, anger, samshritaha, those who are completely given to atma paradeheshu, in their own and others' bodies, mam pradvishantaha, those who despise me, abhyasuyakaha, those who are great cavillers.
Yeah. Those who are completely given to egoism, brute strength, insolence, enjoyment, and anger, who despise me in their own and others' bodies, who are great cavaliers. I think, did Nana go into this in detail? Maybe he will do it tomorrow.
Yeah, he did know this one. 18th he did know. 18th he did
Yeah,
go in
he
detail.
did 18th, but I think
Wrong.
I had some
People
question
have
on those.
these asura quality people, they have wrong pride in their strength, and they always try to when they are not able to achieve or fulfill, they have that anger, and they are always
So
having
their
that.
lack of respect, I think. Okay. Insolence is like they being rude and arrogant, lack of respect.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyone would like to share?
This shloka Nanaji said like if you people do the religious celebrations for just for name and fame, and they just want the people to know that how much wealth they do have. They don't have that the Bhagavad Prem they lack. It's only because they want to show that that person has so much of wealth, and he wants to create an image in the society. I think this he said, no, Nanaji, in this.
Yeah, they don't really respect, like he says, who despise me in their own bodies or other bodies. That means he doesn't have any respect for other people or themselves in terms of the Atma, So sometimes we say, do you have the Manasakshi, like that Manasakshi is not there really.
Yajante Nam Yagyaste, that he does the yajnas in out of like obstination or
Yes, for the show off only. They are not having that ritual point of view in mind. Just for dhana, mana, pada, anvita only.
yeah.
We will read this together, 19 and 20, right? Nanaji completed till 20, right?
Till 19, I think. Right? Tanaham Dushita was the last shloka. 18 and 19 are left. Ahankaram. One shloka is left. Ahankaram balam darpam. Before this, yeah. Ahankaram balam darpam.
Yeah, this we read just now, no, dear?
Okay.
We read just now, yes.
Yeah, we just read that one.
Yeah,
The
then the
19th is the Asuram.
Tanaham Dushita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone would like to read? Savita ji or anybody?
I'll read.
Yeah, please.
Tanaham Dushita Kruran Samsareshu Naradhaman Chipame Jasma Shubhan Surishve Yonishu. Tan Dushita, those who despise, Kruran, who are cruel, Ashubhan, who are wrongdoers, Nar Adman, the lowest of men, Samsareshu, into a life of transmigration, Asurishu, Yonishu, only in Asuri wombs, Ajasram, perpetually, Aham Chipami, I dispatch. Dr. Mara, you read.
Yeah. Those men who are hateful and cruel, who are the lowest of men, who are wrongdoers, I dispatch repeatedly into a life of transmigration only in Asuri wombs. Repeatedly into a life of transmigration only in Asuri wombs. So it takes many births to clear out that whatever they did in one birth. Man, that's really hard.
But we won't have samatva bhav for these people. If they have asuri qualities, so we would not have the samatva bhav for them, because at one point it was said that they act according to their gunas, they have their previous sanskaras, so they're acting according to that, but we have to shun their company so that we do not get affected by them. So these two
And
things
also
are
you
very
mentioned,
different.
yeah, like this is the chance for them to correct themselves, to better themselves, in terms of the gunas or the qualities, and not doing the wrong things again and again.
They will learn through bearing the pain and suffering. They will learn to how to correct themselves or be on this path. After they suffer, they will come on this path. But I'm talking of ourselves. As the people who have, not ourselves also, we also have asuri gunas, but the people who have are mostly sattva, this thing. Those people who Nanaji said that you have to shun their this company so that you are not affected. I was
Right.
talking about those people. So they will
Yeah,
not
yeah,
have
yeah.
samatva
That,
bhav for these people.
oh, you're asking whether we should shun away from them.
Or
Um,
or
yeah,
or
stay
if
away from those like bad influences. That is what he probably mentioned. Like you are trying to say that you want to see them as a like
yeah, as a
Atma to
soul,
Atma, yeah,
another soul, just
right.
evolving in the process.
You're
Uh,
respecting and like another
you should
person.
see in that way, or you should shun from them.
Yeah, I mean, you can respect them as they are, what they are, for that Atma purpose, but then you're not supporting them for whatever the wrongdoings, right? That's something we don't want to be part of it. So that is what probably Nana is saying. You're not going to be part of any of that because you that's another thing, not getting associated with that kind of people.
I think Percy ji had very well once during our contemplation, he had described very well, no? With one small example when he was a guest at some family and they were eating non-veg. I mean, you can just, with Vivek Buddhi, you can just uh, show them your own role model as an example so that they learn your good qualities and you neither encourage them nor shun them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Percy ji gave an example of his own people where he was working.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
are
he
always
was
going to be people
having
like that,
some
right? Yeah. Mhm.
alcohol and other things also, but how he,
Yeah.
how he turned them into completely different, no?
Yeah. And sometimes we see people the mother father are very pious religious, but the children are opposite of that. Sometimes it's not always, but sometimes it seems so. It like the 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 asuri the sanskar of the asuri this thing is present in that child. So how can we explain it? Because Nanaji said the Asuri persons, they would be born in the wombs of the Asuri only. So there is also a bit confusion here. Many a times we see that it's not that the whole family is same. Uh, Children are different from their parents. It's not very often, but it is there.
Yeah, no, it is present days very, you are very perfect. I have seen so many, parents are so pious and so good. But it is going to be the same because, see, only knowledge can bring the change. We cannot, only knowledge, nothing else can change, only knowledge. And that also I think everyone has their own destiny, each soul. That's what I have observed, and they, at the right time, they will find the right person if they are they have come with that prarabdha. If they are going to change, like in Valmiki Lutara, that sage came and then he turned into the right. So everybody has someone, or someone is nimit. Who is that nimit, we do not know. We have to continue offering knowledge, we have to continue spreading knowledge.
Yeah.
Sometimes, they should be in a state to receive that also. Like, even though you're trying to tell them, there are people, it doesn't go through, maybe it go through this year and come out of that year. It doesn't make any sense. So that point, you keep doing what you can do, and they have the desire to do something, it will help. But as a parents, you can keep telling them nicely, it would help. In my own family now, like my daughter and my son, they both went Chinmaya mission when they were young. My grandchildren now, they started this Chinmaya mission, and my daughter keeps Kolo at home. Both kids are really, in the evening, they bring their book, they read slokas, they pray, they do all those things. It's kind of nice. My grandson is more into it than my granddaughter, but now my granddaughter also, she does. So they are a little different in expressing themselves, but they do. But my son, when I say, he'll very playful and funny, anything, he won't do it like seriously, like what you like them to do. Hope, it will dawn on them someday.
Yeah, that seed is already there. So it will, it will sprout the day it is destined. That's
Yeah.
so beautiful. Very nice.
It's a blessing, Dr. Mara, that your grandchildren are on this path.
Yeah, thank you. So, my daughter, who is born and brought up here, but she acts like somebody who really did traditionally brought up kind of child, She did her Bharatanatyam, and culturally, I want to keep her like with Carnatic music and all that. So I thought, because in the school, totally different, right? When they go to school, they are entirely different environment. So how do you can bring these people? And then she herself had this knowledge, but she's very attached to the family and all that. Now my grandkids, my grandson, you won't believe, he's like from the right young age, when he comes, he'll straight go into the puja place where I have all the deities. He will do puja and you'll rearrange everything, and in our house he'll go and do aarti and all that. He's so into it. Even when he was a little kid, like 1 year old, he will go and do it. He'll mix everything up. Now he has his Kolus thing, but for himself separately. He put all the deities and he will arrange it, help his mom with everything for puja. And they're doing great for their age. That, my granddaughter, she reads Mahishasuramartini, and they used to sing Hanuman Chalisa even when they're 2 or 3 years old. That was nice.
That's truly amazing. Very nice.
I'm glad that they are, they are in that path. Thank you, guys. I know it's time also.
Yeah, so anyone would like to share? This was the last shloka, right? 19? Or he did 20th also?
Oh, this is our last shloka. 19.
19th was the last, right?
Yeah, 19 was the last.
Yeah. So anyone has to share? It was beautiful today. Very nice. Wonderful sharing by everybody.
Balaji, you're including everybody. That's really nice. You're taking care of it, everything very nicely. Thank you.
Everybody is sharing. That's why it is becoming nice. Everybody is sharing. That is, I'm happy.
Also, it makes it more interactive. It makes it more helpful too.
Yeah, we learn so much from each other, no? It is so beautiful. Okay, then we will say the prayer, and tomorrow one of whom I should make the host for Manana session. For Nanaji's session, I'll be there throughout, but for Manana, someone has to please
You can put, I think Dr. Pramana said if she's going to be there, she'll be there. But if not, you can put
Yeah, it
Savitaji.
should
I
not
think
end abruptly.
Vilas,
So
screen share is allowed for everyone. So no need
yeah,
to make
yeah.
a host.
Yeah, no need to make host. I know. So, but tomorrow, if I before leaving, I have to make someone host. Otherwise, the meeting will get over abruptly. So,
Or no, you can leave the meeting. One of us will automatically become the host. Don't
okay,
end the meeting, just leave the
okay,
meeting.
okay,
So there
okay.
are two
That
options
is
to you. End or leave, you can leave.
okay. Okay, fine, fine, fine.
This is the-
Okay, okay. So we will have a Shanti mantra. Anyone would like to chant Shanti mantra?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, please.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sarvam Krishna Arpanastu.
Hari Om. Dhanyavad everybody.
Thank you.
Jai
Thank you.
Gurudev.
Jai
Dhanyavad.
Gurudev.
Dhanyavad, dear.
Hari Om.